President Kenyatta's re-election now offers him a second chance to review his path to a greater legacy. In his first term, the president received stinging corruption claims, among other unflattering issues. So will he overcome this reputation to build a better legacy in his second term? Speaking to our reporter Chris Thairu, the president's allies say Kenyans can prepare for a more strict, focused and productive Kenyatta era.
Asante sana, anakabidhiwa.
April the 9th, 2013, and then 51-year-old Uhuru Kenyatta lifted the Kenyan presidential trophy amidst the burden of commitment to the International Criminal Court, where he, together with his deputy, were facing crimes against humanity. Fast forward to 11th August 2017, and Uhuru Ruto were yet again declared as president and deputy president-elect, staring at another 5 years in office. But just what legacy awaits President Kenyatta at the end of his final term in 2022?
You will see him in his true colors. Right now, he was still wooing the chick. Now the chick will be in the house. Now she will see the man in his true colors. And the guy will nyorosha this place. That you can take to the bank. Oh yeah. He's been a bit kid gloves. What I'm saying is that in the next administration, it will be gloves off, to be bare knuckles. And it doesn't matter whether you're his brother, whether you're his friend, whether you are who.
Uhuru Kenyatta second term will be an extension of his transformation agenda, which was pegged on the 10 years of his rule. The railway has reached Nairobi. So President Uhuru Kenyatta will make sure these 5 years the railway reaches Malaba. 2, President Uhuru Kenyatta has done over 6,000, 7,000 tarmac road in his first year. We expect him to do another double of that, another 10,000 kilometers of road.
But President Kenyatta prepares to begin his second term in office at a time when the country is locked in a bitter standoff among supporters of his political rival, opposition leader Raila Odinga, who has rejected the results. Analysts argue that President Kenyatta faces the test of his lifetime, winning the hearts of the over 6 million voters who voted for Odinga, a move deemed as critical towards uniting the 45 million Kenyans behind his presidency.
Both major candidates have a lot of work to do. I think for Uhuru is to remain conciliatory. And I think he should visit every part of the country. You know, he will be inaugurated, there's no question about that. But that's not the issue. The issue is to reach out, to go to different parts of the country.
Although the president went down in history as the only president who has sent nearly half of his cabinet packing due to allegations of graft, he still faces the burden of dealing with his close associates linked to corruption and rejuvenating key state agencies in the fight against graft.
If anybody thinks they can walk in the final term of Uhuru with anything that smells of corruption, I'm very sorry of him. I know this is somebody who will go even after his own friends like David Morade. If I ever get involved in anything in the next term, that will be his legacy. He will jail all of us. That you can take to the bank.
With a presidency that enjoys majority of members in both the Senate and the National Assembly, analysts state that it will be easy for him to push the transformative agenda legally by sponsoring more bills. Top on his agenda will be to continue with the standard gauge railway line from Naivasha to Kisumu and eventually to Malaba border.
For us, the Jubilee administration, we want to finish the transformation agenda of unifying the people, of building roads, of creating an equitable society, of making sure that the elderly and the vulnerable in our society are taken care of making sure that security is a top priority, both internally and externally.
Because I believe his agenda will be his legacy issues, which will be law, order, discipline, and the fight against corruption.
Even as the new government comes into office, succession politics, which reared its head during the party primaries, could prove a headache for President Kenyatta as he seeks to lead a united party. As the presidents await to be sworn in for his second and final term in office, the main focus will be on his development track record, even as Kenyans await to see the kind of legacy he will be leaving behind come 2022. Chris Dairoketi, News in Nairobi.